Everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear. We're going to look at some camouflage accessories that you can put on really to any gun that you have. You could use it for paintball, you could use it for airsoft, you could use it for bow hunting, you could use it for a real weapon. You can use it really in any application that you want. So this is the rifle rag made by Bushrag. It is, it's not a quick process. Let me put it to you straightforward. It will take a while to set this up, but because it would take a while, you can really tailor it to look how you want it to look. So you're gonna get a couple things in the bag. You're gonna get this elastic cord here. And at the end of the elastic, it has some ties on it, some nylon string on both ends here. You can see it's looped into the elastic. The elastic has a loop right there. Now you can do this one of two ways. Depending on the length of whatever you're trying to cover, you can use this nylon tie and you can tie it on somehow, or you can take the tie out and you can use the loop and loop it onto your gun somehow. Whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna start from one end or the other and you're gonna attach it wherever you need to attach it. And then you're gonna run it and kind of just get an idea of the length that it's gonna be. So let me slide that over. You can see it's gonna go to about there. So this is much longer because it needs to accommodate all sorts of other potential guns that you're going to be putting on. And then you would attach it somewhere like that. Now you probably want to take into account the fact that this is going to be moving, but because this is elastic, it gives it that stretch or the ability to stretch. So after you've got it attached at one point on the gun, I don't recommend attaching it on both points and then trying to put this stuff on. You can attach it at one point, and then you're going to take this material, and these are all individual strings. Okay, they are not attached in bunches or anything like that. They're all individual. You've got a couple different colors here to simulate a woodland camouflage pattern. And then you could take a couple of these, kind of tie them together, and then tie them onto the elastic, and they'll drape over your gun. And you can do as much or as little as you want, and you can set it up any way you really want to. A couple things you want to be careful of though, if you do have moving parts, you'll obviously want to make sure that any kind of material that is hanging down over the gun, you don't want them to be able to get caught up in the moving parts. So you definitely want to set it up knowing beforehand what's going to move, what's not, what you're going to use, what you're not. That way you set it up properly. Now another way you could do it is instead of attaching it, you can get an idea of where it's going to go, how long it's going to be, take it off, maybe make some marks on here. Okay, I'm going to do brown, green, tan, whatever along here, and then tie it, and then go ahead and set it up on your gun and hold it over. Now you can see by the picture right here that it kind of just sits over the gun. So I'm going to just use this whole thing for an example. Kind of like that. So when you're tying it, you're probably going to tie it in just a knot in the middle of the string right here. I mean, I guess if you're really looking for the shaggy look, you could tie the ends onto this and have it hang over longly on one side, and on the other side do the same thing or switch up the colors. But that seems like that would take a long time also. So the process definitely takes a while, but the result is pretty good looking because you can make it look any way you want. And you could even take things that aren't this material, real life things, twigs, leaves, sticks, whatever it happens to be, fashion them on here so you get that real environmental look of wherever you happen to be playing. I definitely recommend it. It does take a while to do, so give yourself the time. Don't expect to just pull it out of the bag and plop it onto your gun and you're done, because it doesn't work that way. But definitely, it's a cool setup. It can really make your equipment look pretty fantastic. So check it out. It's the original rifle rag made by Bushrag. It's available through the website. Order yours now through ansgear.com.